The message.
Yeah. Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard and go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, yeah, Under the Lights.
Ha ha, yeah. Welcome back to Under the Lights. We are your host. I'm Big Mike, and that's my guy, Jordan. What's up, boy?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Ready for another day, man. Popping.
Yeah. I mean, you just woke up? You sound.
I mean, it is 7 in the morning. So
Well, get your ass up. It's a lovely, bright day. You just had your 3-year anniversary. You should be feeling more ecstatic than that. I mean, your Ravens got to win without Lamar. You know what I mean? You should be feeling good. You might inch a little closer to the playoffs. You might.
I mean, shit, it's not that hard to beat the Bears. So I'm not that.
Hey, still, bro, y'all got a dub without Lamar Jackson, man. Nobody thought y'all was gonna get a dub. I thought y'all was with Tyler Huntley.
No.
You know what I mean? Nobody thought y'all was. Nobody thought that.
I did. I mean, I expect us to win with against the Bears with Tyler. If it was Cooper, a different story because at least Tyler can. Yeah, we can get into it in a bit. So it is.
Yeah, we can get. We'll get into that, man. But other than that, man, great football weekend. You know what I mean? My Eagles, we got revenge over the New York Giants. You know what I mean? My Philadelphia 76ers. Hey, we 2-0 to start the year, bro. You know what I mean? Last year, we weren't doing that. I know it's only 2 games, but shit, the way we was looking last year, I'm happy these 2 games we won. You feel what I'm saying? So shit, man, listen, for the viewers right now, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you could be up to date with all things Under the Lights. Anytime we drop something, you will know about it. You know what I mean? Now listen, we don't want to waste no more time. We want to go ahead and jump right into this shit because y'all know we're here to talk sports. I just mentioned my Philadelphia Eagles got revenge over the New York Giants in a 38-20 blowout win in Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts did his thing, 15 of 20 for 179 yards, 4 touchdowns. Saquon, for the first time since last season, has rushed for 100 yards or more. You feel what I'm saying? And we also had a backup, Tank Bigsby, who was a dog from Jacksonville. We got, I don't know why they was using him in punt return and kickoff return, but you know what I mean, had over 100 yards as well, man. So we got that revenge back after losing to them 2 weeks ago in MetLife Stadium. What are your thoughts on the game? You want to take it? You want me to go? I know it's my team, but you want to go? You want me to take it? All right, listen, my thoughts are simple, bro. This is what it should have been last time. It should have been an ass whooping like this last time. There's no way they should be able to shut down our run game and we get nothing, little to nothing. There's no way you should be able to go out there and just clamp up AJ, Devontae, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But they did it. Now, I know we had offensive coordinator issues, and I'm not saying that it's resolved after one game against the Giants. I ain't saying that. But I'm glad we went out there and got the job done. And another thing, I don't want to hear nothing about Scatterboo getting hurt and all that other shit. He can't play defense. He wasn't going to go out there and stop us from putting up 38 points on the motherfucking board. Yeah, he did have a touchdown catch, you know what I mean, before he got hurt. That was against a backup linebacker, and I think he slipped and fell on the route as well. But, hey, he got it. Touchdown. It is what it is, but he can't play defense. You feel what I'm saying? I'm more happy about the run game being able to get going. I mean, Jalen was Jalen. 17 of 15, like I said, 15 of 20 for 179 yards, no interceptions, 4 touchdowns, and he out there making all the right throws, doing what he's supposed to do. And I sit there and I be listening to Tom Brady commentate the game. And every time Tom Brady comments the game with Jalen Hurts, he's always singing his praises. Always singing Jalen Hurts praises. Everything that people say he can't do, like this narrative, they like to ride with, you know what I mean, whatever they like to ride with. A narrative can follow you for a long time. You know what I mean? And they like to ride with that bullshit, but Tom Brady comes out and clarifies everything that they say he can't do, he does. Very accurate with the football, and this is without A.J. Brown being out there playing. This is without our starting center, Cam Jurgens, out there playing as well on the offense. And I'm just saying that because I know they had, Cam Scatterboo out and things like that, but they beat us with them. But anyway, those A.J. Brown didn't play, no Cam Jurgens, and still went out there, got the job done. Jalen Hurts was Jalen. But like I said, most importantly, I'm glad we was able to get the run game going. This is the first time since last season Saquon Barkley has rushed for 100 yards or more. You know what I mean? And he pulled his groin in the third quarter, and went out of the game. Tank Bigsby came in and rushed for 100 yards as well. I don't know why they got Tank Bigsby from the Jaguars to use him in the kick return game. That's not what he does. Tank Bigsby is a good-ass running back. Is he Saquon? No, he ain't Saquon, but he's strong. He can run. He's fast, and he's shifty. You seen that yesterday. He was getting busy in Jacksonville when they didn't have a very, very good run game. You know what I mean? So that lets me know, he can maneuver his way through them holes and find the openings and get going. And he's strong. It can take guys with him. And the man's name is Tank. You feel what I'm saying? You don't have that type of name if you ain't about that action. You feel what I'm saying? So I like the fact that we was able to get the run game going. I like the fact that we didn't, even though Scatterbull went out there and got hurt, there was no signs of them going out there rushing for 172 yards against us like they did last time. They ran the ball down our throat. Maybe that's credit. I think that's credit to Jalen Carter being in the game this time, because that game he didn't play, and maybe that's credit to that. You know what I mean? But they ran the shit out that ball on us. And another thing I seen that the defensive coordinator Vic Fangio do was last time we played a bunch of man coverage. When you play a bunch of man coverage, the openings is there. Linebackers is downfield playing coverage, and he's allowed to run. Well, we played a lot of zone this time. That makes you hold the ball a little longer. That makes you figure out who you're going to pass the ball to, where your openings is at. And that gives us time to, try to disrupt them or whatever the case may be. So shout to Vic Fangio for making that defensive adjustment. And on top of that, hey, shout to Kevin Patullo. You know what I mean? Because you don't just – I would have to go back and actually watch the film, you know what I'm saying? But it just seems like the blocking in this game was better. And that could be schematically, or you don't just, maybe they address that situation or that need, because that's something that if you want to win a Super Bowl, you're going to have a run game. You know what I mean? So maybe they addressed that situation, and it looks like they did for that game at least. You know what I mean? So the holes was open, and we ran the ball effectively. So like I said, man, I'm just glad we got the win. Glad we were able to get the run game going. Glad we was able to give them, some. You're not gonna run the ball 172 yards on us, and they didn't have no resemblance of that. So I'm not jumping up and down that we went out here and beat them coming into the game, the 2-5 Giants, but being that they did beat us, and they was on every news channel and everywhere, all scattered all across the internet, like they's the next big duo coming. You know what I mean? Glad we was able to get them boys done, get them up out of here. So that's what I'm at with that.
This ain't really all about nothing, man. It's not really all about nothing. Yeah, I mean, y'all ran up all over them. You know what I'm saying? Which is easy, which was not easy. Which allows you to, get the play action game going, which y'all are good at. You know what I mean? You guys have a great run game. I think as soon as it was his first.
Ain't got no great run game this year. Ain't no great run game this. I'm
talking about in this game.
Okay.
I'm not talking about the season. So, you know what I'm saying? I think it was his first carry that he went off for 70 yards. It was
first carry.
You know what I mean? That's really gonna help. Help out the offense for sure. Get some, and also it gives him some confidence. Going in. Showing that okay, we can run the ball on this team. You know what I'm saying? In this game, definitely helped y'all. Because that's a lot, man. 10.7 a carry, but then you have Bigsby at 11.6 a carry. That's crazy average, bro.
Yeah.
It's a crazy average. Players just wide open. You know what I'm saying? You see on a few of the TDs, players was wide open. You know what I mean? So, the Giants wasn't really about nothing in that game. To be honest with you. So, I mean, this game wasn't really about nothing. The Giants is not a great team, not a great football team.
No.
Right? And y'all showed that, you know what I mean? But I think what's very important is y'all got the run game going. I think that's big for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, I think you guys are a team that you can win in multiple ways.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And you've shown that you can win multiple ways. We don't want to sit here. I don't want to sit here and belittle a team that's shown that they can win in multiple ways. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And Jalen Hurts played a clean game. You know what I mean? Very clean game. I think even though he got sacked 4 times, which you don't want. But all in all, like as an overall, I thought that it was just all well, like a great game overall.
We was able
That's
to
the
have a
main thing.
complete
It's not
game.
just, yeah, see, it's not like too much to go on about. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
y'all showed that you're the better team. It was very evident, very clear from the beginning. And
Mm-hmm.
New York doesn't really have much. You know what I'm saying? Even though they
Yeah.
have, at least they have some. They have a thing going with a couple of their players. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
they have a few players out too, though. What's his name's out for the year. What's his name? Their wide receiver, which is a big. I think
Yep.
that's a big loss.
Yep.
Then you have Scotty out, obviously, and then you have a new quarterback.
He been
So
in there. He been in there. They've been singing his praise. I don't want to hear that shit. They've been singing that. He's the guy. He's
no,
next. I don't want to hear that shit.
yeah, and nothing's wrong with that. He could be. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he could be, but it wasn't. Your game really ain't nothing about nothing, bro. Really, you know what
All
I
right.
mean? I blew them out from the beginning, so you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I've nothing but praises. You know what I'm saying? So
For sure.
you
For
know,
sure.
about
For
nothing.
sure. All right. Let's go to the Baltimore Ravens, man, because the Baltimore Ravens, they came into this game, you know what I mean, with a 1-5 record, and they left 2-5, which means they got a dub, and they went out there and got a dub 30-16 over the Chicago Bears, and this is without Lamar Jackson on the field. We know he's still recovering from the hamstring injury. And we hopefully, he'll be back next week. You know what I mean? Don't want to rush it, you know what I mean? But if he is able to come back next week, now that they 2-5, you're looking at their schedule and things like that. What's your confidence level? Are you confident that they can still make the playoffs if Lamar returns next week? Like, I ain't saying, we gotta wait a couple more weeks just to see. I'm right now. If you come back next week and y'all 2-5, are you confident, still confident that y'all can go out there and make the playoffs still? Talk to me.
The thing is, with the schedule coming up, like we spoke about previously, we have
Yeah.
a chance to go on a little run. You know what I mean? And I said this before. We're lucky that we are in this division, because the division of Pittsburgh is not going anywhere, bro. Ain't going anywhere, bro. They ain't really going in. They're not. Meaning they're not going anywhere. As in, you could see their record. What's the record, bro? What's their record right now? It's
What is
4-3.
it?
It's
4-3?
4-3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4-3.
So we're right there. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We're right there. So even though it's 2-5, our division, they're not running away with it. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? And we have games against the Dolphins, the Vikings, the Jets, and the Bengals. I expect a win for every single game. I expect a win,
Yeah.
especially if Lamar comes back. If Lamar doesn't come back, then it could go either way. Tyler Huntley's a good, like I was just speaking about just before. Tyler Huntley, it's not that he is Lamar Jackson, but he at least provides a bit of something that Cooper Rush doesn't, like. It doesn't provide.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't if you're gonna have, if Lamar Jackson's your quarterback, if you're gonna sign a backup quarterback, can he at least be something of a resemblance of your starting quarterback?
Right. Right.
If you bring in Cooper Rush, he doesn't provide nothing on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
He provides nothing on the ground, and our
Absolutely
offense is nothing, and our offense is catered around a quarterback that can do both.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So teams it's a totally different thing when you have Tyler Huntley in there. At least Tyler Huntley, he can provide that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's my thing with the quarterback situation. I thought we were better defensively against the Bears this time around, even though what's his name doesn't help. Williams doesn't help. You know what I'm saying? Like he
Who?
I mean, what am I? Who's the quarterback? What's his name? Caleb.
Who? Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, even though he didn't really help. You know what I'm
No.
saying? 'Cause he was throwing us the ball a few times during during the game. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
I thought that we got into previously we was averaging 6 points a game without Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
That's pathetic.
Yep.
That's pathetic. You understand what I'm saying? And we didn't have a win without Lamar Jackson since 2022.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad. You know what I'm saying? We were a team that
Yeah. Wasn't that Tyler Huntley? who when Lamar got hurt and came in and would have got a couple wins, y'all still made the playoffs. So I don't know why they didn't go. I don't know why I don't mean to cut you off, but I don't know why you would put Cooper Rush. Like you said, you want to have a resemblance of your quarterback. You know what I mean? Now where the RPO game at? We ain't worried about no fucking Cooper Rush running, man. You can stick that shit in Derrick Henry's stomach, all you want to. You feel what I'm saying? We are not worried about you running. Go ahead.
100%, you're not worried about him running. You know what I'm saying? So the RPO game is not it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? They're going straight every time to Derrick Henry. You don't give a shit if
No. No, not at all.
You know what I mean? So it was a good win. And like I said before, I think this was an important win because they basically lied about Lamar Jackson coming back. You know what I'm saying? They said he was in training. He was back, but he wasn't really back. You know what I'm saying? I guess they wanted to put fans in the seats or some shit. I don't know what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? All this bet shit going on.
Yeah.
We could talk about that another day. All this shit that's happening. I don't know what's happening with all this, but I guess they did that. He was training. He came back for training camp. Not for training camp, for the training during the season. I mean during this week.
Practice week.
Practice week. And I think that had people thinking that he was going to come back this week. And I think we all thought he was coming back this week. But that didn't end up happening. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I think it was a good move anyway, because I think Chicago is a team that we think maybe we can get that win against and have Lamar Jackson rest one more week going into next week against Miami.
Yeah.
And now that, hey, this is pretty simple. I don't think we can, if Lamar Jackson comes back because of division, because Pittsburgh hasn't taken off with the division, I think we can still win the division.
Yeah.
Which sounds kind of crazy, but the reality is we kind of have a soft schedule.
Yeah.
This is the truth. We have a soft schedule. So if Lamar Jackson can come back and get us 5 games on the bounce, we're right back into this shit.
Yeah. I mean,
right back into this shit. So yeah, I think you was high on Pittsburgh, but it's just Pittsburgh isn't running away with it, Big Mike. They're not running away with it. And I did say, if Pittsburgh is going to win a division, you know what I mean? And I did say that, you know what I'm saying? But looking at it, 2-5, man, whoo, man, and y'all don't have a very tough schedule. We know how the Dolphins is looking. We know what the Vikings is doing. You know what I mean? The Jets, the Bengals again, unless you're telling me, you know what I mean? I don't know what y'all defense is going to be, Is Joe Flacco going to go out there and light that shit up like he lit up the motherfucking Packers, you know what I mean, a week or two ago, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they got the receivers to do it with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, you know what I'm saying? Noah Fant, you feel what I'm saying? And Chase Brown as they running back, you know what I'm saying? So what's that going to do? The Patriots, they looking good. You got the Packers as well. You got the Steelers twice, you know what I mean? And maybe y'all split there, you know what I'm saying? But maybe y'all split. Maybe y'all don't split. But I'm calling, 1, 2, man, at least a couple more losses, man. You know what I mean? Maybe the Packers, maybe I ain't saying the Patriots can beat y'all, but this the thing, the Patriots, man. And I told you when they was going to end up 7-2. I said the next 4 games, and they on that right now. So the Patriots going to fuck around and be 7-2. They 6-2 right now. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I mean, They looking good, and this is December. You know what I mean? They gonna have their continuity, all of that type of shit, playing the defense. But you talking about Patriots, so Big Mike. That's in 7-8 weeks. That's 7-8 weeks.
No,
so
listen.
You telling me if we get 7 wins on, the bounce.
Listen, but is y'all defense gonna be able to stop what they doing? Because they bringing better defense than y'all. So, like I said, you're gonna have to either outscore these guys, or your defense gonna have to step up. Because you're not gonna be perfect, bro. You're not gonna score every single drive. You're not gonna be perfect. If they out there let's just say y'all scoring 30. I know y'all can score 30. I know that, but I'm just saying, what if your defense giving up 35? What if they getting up 36? You know what I mean? And the Patriots is scoring, bro. They scoring, bro. But
Big Mike.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. Hear me.
Nah, you good. Go ahead.
You're talking about week. I think that's week 14.
Yeah.
Or 16 or week 15.
Yep.
That's week
15.
if that's week 15, through all the way up to week 15, you're expecting us to win all those games. Besides, the only one that we're going to be talking about maybe is the Steelers. But the
Steelers.
Steelers is it's a home game.
Yeah.
It's a home game. Okay.
Right.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. So
So you
that puts us that puts us at what?
9 and
That puts us
5.
at 9 and 5.
So you think you're
Now,
about to
if
get
you
7 straight wins?
I mean, if you're looking at that if we have Lamar back with that soft schedule that we have, I expect us to get 7 wins. I expect us to get 7 wins. Yeah,
Man.
like Big Mike, no, Big Mike. I mean, I know you might want to be like, oh, if this game, Mike, who knows? Well, I hear you, brother. But you expect us to get them 7 wins, man. If you what you want to say the Bengals, okay. If you want to say the Bengals, one of those games, let's say 6 games. That gives us an 8-6 record. Okay, let's do that then. Either one, whatever one you want to say. Bro, the Pittsburgh Steelers have the Colts and the Chargers next, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They got the Colts and the Chargers next.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And then they have the Bills. They have the Bills after the Bears, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So are you?
But here,
come
but
on,
here,
man.
but
Like,
here, yo, but
this is-
okay,
I'm
okay,
talking about the next few games. I'm talking about the next
Yeah.
few games.
yeah.
I know you're seeing it. You're seeing
Yeah,
a path
yeah.
that puts us there.
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing a path that's if Lamar Jackson comes back. With that bad defense we have and all that, with that teams that we play, I think bro, it's there. I know you see it. It's like I know you might want to be like you might try to find something, but you see it.
All I'm telling you is that what y'all you gotta think, y'all playing the same teams. Y'all in the same division. Y'all lost to the Bills already, and they gonna play them. They haven't played them yet. It ain't like y'all playing a bunch of different teams, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I think they get the Bears because they already got a gap on y'all a little bit. I know it ain't what. Well, go ahead.
What you said? You think they're gonna beat the Bills?
No. I didn't say that. I said. I think they get. I think they get the Chargers. It's just me. I think they get the Chargers possibly. I think they get the Bengals and the Bears. I said the Bears. I think they lose to the Bills. You know what I mean? And the Bills, they got their faults too, but I think they're good enough to beat the Steelers. You know what I'm saying? Because that Steelers defense, bro, it's not what we thought it was gonna be. Let's just make that very clear. It's not. You know what I'm saying? So I think they got enough. They might have enough breather room, man, to still come away with the division. But that don't mean. Hey man, I don't know, bro. It's just hard to say. I don't know if they can do it, bro. Because you saying you got to win 7 straight games because you already got 5. You already got 5 games on the L part, bro.
And I'm only saying that because of the teams that we're playing.
All right,
that's all. It's
all
not.
right.
It's nothing.
So, on a scale from 1 to 10, what's your confidence level?
It's real high because of the schedule that we have. If
Okay,
Lamar Jackson's back,
I'll make the playoffs.
Yeah,
what is it?
Shoot, I'm at least 70%.
So that's
70%.
Because look, you got to think about: are you saying win the division or both make the playoffs or both?
I think it's a both because this is what's going to come down to. Honestly, I think it's going to come down to that last game.
Probably
if we beat the Steelers. Remember, we beat the Steelers. That's one on there. That's already one, and you already said they probably if they lose to the Colts, that's 2. That's back. We're back. We're even.
Mm-hmm.
We're even.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I see us beating I see us beating the Dolphins, especially in that hot ass weather in Miami. Oh, that's a dub.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Dolphins trash. Yeah, Dolphins trash. They ain't hitting on nothing. They ain't hitting on nothing.
The Vikings are going through.
They're not hitting on nothing. Nope.
Turmoil. I don't know what's happening. The Browns, if they continue with Dylan Gabriel or Shador, it don't matter because they can't get it. They can't get it done.
They need it. I'm telling you right now, all that like what you did, Dylan get. Shador Sanders can do better than that. He's a better thrower and a better reader of the fucking game. I promise you, he can do better than that shit.
I mean, we don't know. I don't know who. So then the Browns. Then take it as in. Then we have the Jets. The Jets ain't hitting on shit, bro.
Trash.
So that's you can agree that's 4 wins in a row. That puts us over 500.
Right.
And they're already probably going to lose a game to the Colts. Do we agree to this?
Maybe so. Probably so. Yeah, it's possible they can go in there and definitely lose that game.
So
Coach
so
is
so
good,
so
bro.
then if so that's what's 1, 2, 3, 4 before they play the Bills. Then they play the Bills, correct? And
Yep.
then we play and then we have who is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we play the Bengals.
Yeah.
We could be tied by the Bengals, bro. It's five
Yeah,
wins.
yeah, but here's the thing: them last 3 games y'all got, it's gonna come. It's probably gonna come down to the being that. Yeah, it's probably gonna come down to all the way to the end, all the way to the end, bro, all the way to the end. Yeah, it's gonna come all the way to the end. Yeah, if they hadn't lost last night, you know what I mean, we would probably be having a different discussion. You know what I mean? But they did lose last night.
Yes.
And let's get to that because the Packers did defeat the Steelers 35-25 in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? Now, did the Packers prove, that they are like the team to beat in the NFC? Because you always hear, oh, the Packers this, Packers that. And you've been hearing this since, Michael Parsons went there and all of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, do you think like they the team to beat in the NFC?
I think the team to beat in the NFC is Philadelphia. I think, you ain't until they're the defending champions. What we talking about? You know what I mean? Simple as that. You have to beat them before you decide to say, oh, that's they're the team to beat. I don't think you could say that. But the Packers are playing well.
Okay.
I wouldn't say they're not playing well. Like, that yesterday's game, good game, man. It's a good game.
Yeah.
I thought Parsons put pressure, as put a bit of pressure on now. You know what I'm saying? When the time was right. I think in the moment that he needed to put the pressure is when they needed it. You know what I'm saying? When they first went up, was it when they got that touchdown to take the lead, and then he put pressure on Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? And I keep saying Rodgers. Yeah.
Don't do it. He's playing good this year. They would not be where they are without Aaron Rodgers. Don't do that. You trying to find some way to discredit Aaron Rodgers so you ain't got to give him no credit for all the shit you talked about him. You know damn well they looking good, and Aaron Rodgers is the reason for that shit. Because that defense is fucking horrific. And on top of that, you like to talk about weapons. Weapons? Nigga, they got one receiver and a bunch of tight ends, nigga. Fuck out of here. Stop it, nigga. He's balling. He's doing well. You know this. Stop it. Don't do it. I'm not going to let you do it. Yeah, I'm done.
You go.
Huh?
No. You continue on with your Aaron Rodgers rant. I wasn't saying no. I wasn't going to say nothing bad about Rodgers.
No, but what was you going to say? Because you sitting here turning your face up like you just didn't want to give you no credit.
What I was going to say was when that time in that moment of the game is when we needed Aaron Rodgers to be a bit of Aaron Rodgers, and we couldn't get Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, hold on. See, this is what.
But
see,
I'm
this
not. That's only one game. It's only
Wait a
one. It's
minute.
only one game.
Can
It was just a part of the game. It was just a part of the game. But don't sit there and do his stats and all that. 24 for 36, 219, 2 TD, 0 ins. Are you trying to say because you have those type of stats in that game that he had a great game?
I'm talking about the season so far
I'm not
has
talking
been
about the
well
season.
for
I'm talking
Aaron
about the
Rodgers.
game. I'm
He
talking
did
about
have
the
a couple. He did have a
I'm talking about the game.
he did have a mishap. He did have a mishap. He fumbled that motherfucker. Yeah, he did. But where the Steelers are now is because of Aaron Rodgers. You're not gonna be perfect. I know guys that don't be themselves in the moments they need it as well. Do I gotta name names? Do I gotta name them? I don't think I do. So he ain't the only one. You know what I'm saying? But where the Steelers are, right? You was talking bad shit about Aaron Rodgers. You was, and they doing good. They all right. They 4. You didn't think there's gonna be 4-3. You damn sure didn't think there's gonna be 4-2 or none of that shit. You damn sure think there's gonna be a top of the division. I know what.
I thought that the Baltimore is going to be at the top, and I still do think that. And with that
Listen,
lead that
but
they have on them, they should win the division.
But you didn't think the Steelers would be doing what they were doing.
Why not?
You did it. So Jordan, let me ask you a question. You thought they was gonna be 4-2 at one point in time?
My nigga, my nigga, are you serious right now?
I'm asking a question. No. With the way you talked crazy about Aaron Rodgers, you did not think they was gonna be doing it.
I just like we in the beginning of the season, we said Pittsburgh is gonna have a winning. They always have a winning, bro.
That's not the argument. That's not the argument.
So what's the argument? What are you talking about?
You didn't think that they would be where they are in 4 wins, 4-2 at one point in time until last night.
I mean, that's
God forbid had they would have won last night and been 5-2. You damn sure wouldn't have thought they was going to be that. So can they get some type of credit? Damn. I just feel like you was about to say some crazy shit about face up. Oh, he's stuck over there.
I was not.
Okay.
But the Pittsburgh Steelers is the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they're going to be 500 next week.
Okay. Hello? You still there? 4, okay. And y'all not gonna be 500 next week, motherfucker. What, man? All right, man. It is what it is, man. Look. Listen, let me tell you something. See, when I come out here and I be saying what I be saying, motherfucker like to call me a hater. And like to call me a hater and shit. What have I said? I have said from the beginning of the season that I'm like, when they was doing all of this ranting and raving about the Packers, and that don't mean they're not a good team. I never said that. You know what I mean? But look, they played the Lions the first week of the season. We all know this. They didn't win the game. The Lions didn't win, but they also didn't look the same. That new offensive coordinator and new D coordinator. I came out here and said they look powerless. The Lions are known for having power and explosiveness. They got their shit together now, you know what I mean? And they look motherfucking 50 times different. You feel what I'm saying? So they played the Lions and they won that game. Cool, you won that game. The Commanders, you lost to the fucking Browns 13-10. But you tied with the fucking Cowboys. Then you played the Bengals, you played the Cardinals, and now you got the Steelers. And I just seen Joe Flacco go back there and look like old Joe Flacco, you know what I mean, against a Steelers defense. And against a pack, like, come on. We've been seeing people throw all over the motherfucking the Steelers defense, man, and run all over them. I just seen Chase Brown go in there and rush for over 100. They can't run the ball at all in Cincinnati. They can't run the ball, and they rush for over 100 yards. Over 100. And I'm supposed to jump up and down and think they're the team to beat in the NFC because they beat the motherfucking Steelers? No, bro, they haven't even played no. Look at the schedule. Look at it. You played the Lions when they wasn't the Lions. That's facts because they had a new everything, new play caller, offensively and defensively. Like I said, have they got their shit together since then? Yes. The Commanders, the Browns, the Cowboys. Huh? I seen Russell Wilson go there and throw for 450. 450. I just seen the Panthers go in there and get a dub. I don't care what you say about Russell. 450 plus yards, and that ain't Russell. It ain't. That's like him throwing for 450 yards last year against the Bengals last year when he was with the Steelers. Remember that shit? That ain't nothing to whoa. Let me load up my guns. Whoa. No. They're not the team to beat. I don't think they're the team to beat, bro. We got them in 2 weeks. We got a bye week next week coming up, you know what I mean? And then we got the Packers on a Monday night. Hopefully, you know what I mean, Saquon is back with his, his growing injury. But if not, I think we'll be good with, Tank Bigsby back there. Will Shipley, he cool. He ain't one of them, but he all right. You know what I mean? Hopefully AJ will be back. And I think that'll be, a much bigger test than all of the teams that they've played. You know what I'm saying? And they don't got a good team to play again. Who they got next week? The Panthers? Is that who they got? I think they got the Panthers next week. Even still, man, no, they're not the team to beat. In my eyes, some people will say they are. Some people will say they going to the Super Bowl and this, that, and the third. I'm not jumping over my motherfucking out my shoes because he threw 360 yards against the fucking Steelers defense, who I just seen get lit up, literally on fire. You feel me? So I don't think they're the team to beat, bro. They got the Panthers next, and then they got us on Monday night. They got the Giants, Minnesota, and then they got the Detroit Lions again. And I promise you, the Detroit Lions is going to look like 50 times different than they looked in week 1 because they got it to the OC and DC. They know what they want to do and how they want to do it now. You feel what I'm saying? Then they got the Bears. They got the after that. You know what I mean? So I mean, bro, they the thick of their schedule doesn't start until, I don't even want to say us because they got 2 Rudy Poo games in between that. You know what I mean? But it gets tough with us. And then you got Detroit, Denver, Baltimore, Lamar be back. You know what I'm saying? So can we wait until then to see it? Like, no, right now they're not the team to beat. You know what I mean? I know you said we the team to beat. I wouldn't be mad if somebody. All right, that's cool. And I know that's like, oh, well, they until somebody knock them off, blah, 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 blah. Listen, the Lions look better than us right now. They don't have the problems that we had or that we have. They OC, they got it together. We ain't got it all the way together yet. We still trying to figure it out. We haven't looked explosive like that. How we look, obviously, it ain't gonna be like last year. Saquon ain't out here rushing for 150 yards, 100 yards plus every week. You know what I'm saying? This is the first game you just now seen that. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we can have some consistency going into the next week or in 2 weeks. We got the guys back, you know what I'm saying? And we can go out there and show and do what we do. You know what I mean? But I just can't jump up and down and look at who they played, because who you plays matters. And then I just seen the Steelers team, like I said, get lit up by the Bengals. By the Bengals. They was doing what they and the biggest part of that is Chase Brown ran. I'm talking about Chase Brown looked like a Hall of Famer out there running for over 100 yards, nigga. I seen that. So no, I don't know. I gotta wait. We gotta wait a little longer. I'm not no prisoner of the moment ass nigga. I gotta see it consistently. I gotta see it against some good niggas. I gotta see it all the time. So I'm good. Hell no, it ain't the team to beat the NFC. Absolutely not.
I gotta see what Rodgers do for the rest of the season. That's what I got. Gonna do it, bro. I'm telling you.
Hey, why you owe Aaron Rodgers' head like that, man? Damn, man. Hey, let's stick with the NFL, man.
The guy, bro.
All right, bro. Listen. If Rodgers ain't the guy, then who the fuck is? Because if you can't even give me no credit, bro, for having come on, dog. He ain't playing bad out here. He ain't playing bad.
Bad.
All right, well, damn. Let me ask you a question. If his defense still getting lit up, are you gonna give him the same grace? Because that's all you've been talking about with Lamar, the defense. And I've been saying that you ain't gonna give him no grace.
What do I say with Lamar? I say a lot more than that.
No. What you talk this year, you talk, and last year, you talk about the defense. All right, cool. But what about that Steelers defense? Them niggas is getting ran. They spent all that money. They getting ran out here.
I always say this all the time. I talk about the defense of that. We know the Pittsburgh defense is bad. I'm just talking about in a certain moment of that game, they needed him to, and he just didn't deliver. That's all I'm saying during that little time. I'm not talking about the whole season. I'm not talking about that. You know what I'm saying?
And that
Lamar Jackson in there.
I get it. I heard that. I heard what you said.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm not talking about anything else. You know what I'm saying? And even with Lamar Jackson, I don't go off. If Lamar Jackson is causing turnovers at the end of the game in a specific time of the game and we're losing, then I'll be on his head. You understand? But we had a bad defense for 11 straight weeks in the motherfucking Baltimore. And this season, I said, if he was turning over the football and all that shit, and at the unopportune times, then I would be getting on his head top, which he had a bad game against Kansas City. So I was on top of his head. But the other games, I mean, he was still what the heck? He was 11 TDs to one turnover.
So what about that?
And they were that bad.
So what about that? So what about that Bills game when he fumbled the ball and shit like that, and they didn't get no points off of that, and y'all needed those points when it was needed?
Are you talking about? I'm talking about this year. What are you talking about? You talking about this the playoffs?
No. This year, the night game, first game.
What about this year?
When y'all played the Bills, what about when he messed up? What I'm asking.
He didn't mess up. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he did. He turned the ball. Yeah, he did. He fumbled. He backing up.
That was there.
Huh? No, Lamar lost. No. Lamar, he lost it. He picked up the fumble, but he took y'all out of scoring. Y'all didn't get to score.
I mean, okay. I mean, but so wait. So are you trying to tell me that?
With the thing? Can we gonna move on with you?
Continue. No. We can talk about this. That's why we on this pod. Talk
with you. You like to point out one thing. Oh, at this time, but when somebody do that with Lamar, it's something totally different.
No, it's not. Continue. So say what you're saying.
Go ahead,
there's a difference.
Go ahead, man. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's not. If you're gonna say if you're gonna say he pulled him out of field goal range, that's cool. That's a valid point. But then don't sit there and try and say that when fucking Joe Burrow fucking turns over the football so they don't get no points and they give the other team the football in a perfect place of the pitch.
Jordan.
So if you're
Lamar has done it
no,
as
no,
well.
there's
Not the only one.
no, oh my Lord Jesus. You see, no one's saying everyone's done that. Jalen Hurts has done that.
Yeah.
People have done that. I'm talking about this. If you do not understand that Joe Burrow, let's say, and this is the only issue that I have when we
I
talk
don't know how we're talking about Joe Burrow.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I don't know how we're talking about Joe Burrow.
Can a nigga get off?
Aaron Rodgers.
Can a
No,
nigga get-
Aaron Rodgers.
No. Listen, I'm gonna get off what I have to say. I can't talk about like I can't get off what I have to say. Let me get off what I have to
Jesus
say.
Christ.
If you're talking about Lamar Jackson, okay, if he turns over the football, yes, in an unopportune time, you can say Lamar Jackson. You can't do that.
You don't
You
though.
are the reason why they lost the game. Whatever
You
the
don't
case
though.
may be.
You don't though.
No,
You make it
he
about something else.
he did not do that.
He has
He
done
did
that.
not do that. It's not about what he had. I said he didn't do that for our team to lose a game.
What about them 15 point?
That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. Like, what are we talking about?
Oh
And
man.
then if you're gonna don't talk about the 15 point them
Yeah.
Bills coming back.
Hurry up, because you ain't gonna get nowhere with this, man. Hurry up, man.
Of course.
You got 30 seconds.
No, I don't have 30. How are you gonna tell me I have 30 seconds? You can't tell me I have
Because
30 seconds. If I want to get my shit off.
Hurry up and get it off. You hurry up and get it off. We about to move on. Yeah.
Why do I have to? Why do I have to?
You wasting time now because it ain't going nowhere. We're gonna sit on this one thing. It ain't going nowhere. 15 seconds.
Do that. No. You can't rush me on doing anything.
Come on, man. You ain't saying that. Let's go.
I'm not gonna say anything. Done.
You're not done? Okay, cool. We're gonna move on to the next one. So, okay, good. Because we don't want to hear that bullshit anyway. Now, moving on, sticking with
you're a hypocrite. That's why.
How? You know you do the same. You do this all the time, bro. You do all the time. You don't do that. No, stop.
You just said go on.
Moving on, sticking with the NFL, the Indianapolis Colts have the best record in the NFL, which is 7-1. Far from that. 7-1 record. You know what I mean? The best in the AFC right now, record-wise. Can the Colts clinch the number 1 seed in the playoffs this year? Like, meaning, will they continue to do what they do and be the number 1 seed when it's all said and done in the playoffs in the AFC this year? Would you like to go, sir? I mean, the AFC is your conference.
I mean, the hypocrisy man can go. Go.
You don't agree with it. You can call it what you want to call it. That shit don't move me at all. Anyway,
continue.
Let me pull up. Hold on. Let me see. The Colts are playing well. I've said that before. We talked about it on the show. You know what I'm saying? Nobody thought the Colts was going to be doing what they was doing. Anybody that thought Daniel Jones was going to play the way he's playing, they're a flat out liar. You know what I mean? I don't know, if E is watching right now, but my guy E, you know what I mean? I was telling E that they're going to be better with Daniel Jones, and he wanted to fire Shane Steichen. And, obviously right now he's jumping up and down. That's his team to coach. But, if you're going to come out and try to talk crazy about somebody, you know what I mean, saying something about the Colts, what they said before the season started, I think you should give them their credit, you know what I mean, when they said there was going to be, when the things that happened, you know what I mean, when they actually happened, you should also give credit as well. So, E, if you watching, that should be you, Playboy. But the Colts are playing well, and they are another team that has a very, very soft schedule. Their schedule is not hard at all. You know what I mean? And, let me continue by saying, shout to Shane Steichen. That's what an offensive coordinator does. He puts quarterbacks and uses their strengths and puts them in great position and call the right plays for their player and their team to be successful. That's what an offensive coordinator does, and that's what he's doing for Daniel Jones, because nobody's seen this Daniel Jones in New York. You know what I mean? But speaking of the coach, they got the Steelers next. We both think they'll get that dub. They got the Falcons. I'm not sold on the Falcons. It ain't like Michael Penix Jr. He's played 9 games in the NFL. He's played 9 games. He's still getting better, trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? Boom, they'll win that game. Now, their test will come with the Chiefs, November 23rd. That'll be a test for them. You feel what I'm saying? And they got the Texans again. We know what they're looking like. The Jags, the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks will be a good test for them. It's out there in Seattle. It's December 14th, but it'll be cold. You know what I mean? You got the 49ers again. Hell, they got more injuries in the fucking nursing home. You know what I mean? Jags and the Texans again. So it's looking like, they could come out here and run the table. From my eyesight right now, looking at the schedule, I see them possibly losing probably like one more, maybe one or two more games. One or two, and that's the Chiefs and the Seahawks. And they could possibly win one or either both of those. You feel what I'm saying? Depending on how the game unfolds. You're not going to be perfect every week. You know what I mean? So they got the schedule right now to come out here and run the table. And considering the Chiefs have already lost 3 games, you know what I mean? And I don't think we're going to sit up here and just say the Chiefs is about to just go on a flat-out run. And maybe they can. Maybe they can, you know what I mean? But they've already spotted the Colts 2 games, you know what I mean? So even if they do win or lose 2 more games, you know what I mean, which I think that's probably all they'll lose, if maybe just one of those games, you know what I mean, between the Chiefs and the Seahawks, they'll still be in good position to go out there and get the number 1 seed. And maybe it'll come down to the Colts actually having to beat the Chiefs to get that number 1 seed. You feel me? So I think they can. I think they will. And shit, because they got the schedule to do so. So that's why I'm at with that shit. And Jonathan Taylor.
You don't have definitely. What about the Bills or Patriots?
I'm just going off of the Colts are 7-1 right now. This schedule right here, with these teams that they got remaining, they can beat all these teams. Their 2 tests will be the Seahawks and the Chiefs. I don't see the Colts losing to none of these other teams, bro. And even still, I'm not saying they can't beat the Chiefs. I ain't saying they can't beat the Seahawks. I'm just saying that's going to be the 2 tests that they have. You feel me? Other than that, I don't believe in the Jags. The Jags ain't hitting no nothing. Not to me, they not. The Jags have done nothing for me to say, oh, man, they're going to be. No, hell, absolutely not. You know what I mean? So I think the Colts will be the number 1 seed. I think they will. That don't mean they're going to win the Super Bowl. But shit, that'd be damn good for them to be the number 1 seed after not making the playoffs for 4 years in a row. So, got to give them that credit right there.
I guess the New England has a tougher schedule. So,
yeah,
I'm with you with that. The Bills, I think their schedule is the greatest if I remember. They have a softer schedule if I'm not mistaken. Like the Bills always have for some reason they have an easy schedule. Well, they got the Buccaneers and they got you guys and the Patriots. So yeah, I get I think I'm with you. I think the Colts with that schedule. I think I'm 100% with you. I agree with you on this one.
Yeah.
That the Colts have a chance to go away with the division. I think it's going to be a big game when they play Kansas City. Obviously, I think that can change that and kind of change things, right? Because if someone's on the heels, it's a bit different. You know what I'm saying? Because Kansas City, it's not that they're like they don't have like a crazy. They got the Bills, and the Colts. Other than that, I think they can run that table. So. Yeah, so I think that's going to come down to it right there. To be honest with you, it might come down to that.
That's a big game. Colts, Chiefs, like all eyes is going. You already got Chiefs fans. You know what I mean? That's going to be watching the game anyway. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the Colts fans. You know what I mean? I ain't saying they got a Chiefs fan base, but hell, they fan base is going to be watching. It's at 1:00. You know what I mean? That's one of them games. That's one of them games that had they known the Colts was going to be what the Colts is going to be. Like, let's just say the Colts had Daniel Jones last year and they was doing this shit and they played the Chiefs this year. This game wouldn't be at 1:00. They'd have made it a night game or they'd have made it at 4:25 game of the week type shit. This is going to be a humongous game. Big time game.
Yeah.
Sure.
Shout out to E though, man. Shout out to E, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He always you've been waiting for this one.
Yeah. He be want to toe the line. I hope he fucking watching. He be want to toe the line. He was talking so we ain't gonna make the playoffs and then want to shit on Jordan. Did I not have the right to say before the season the coach was not gonna make the playoffs, considering they hadn't been there in 4 years and considering that Daniel Jones was doing what he was doing in New York? Don't I have the right to say that?
Yeah, but
This
I
is
think you guys also said that they got some good offensive weapons, though.
They do. They do. But what I'm saying is nobody thought this is what it was going to be. This is a shocker to everybody. So I'm just saying you can't be sitting up here want to talk down about, talk down to people when you didn't even have your own team making the fucking playoffs. You feel what I'm saying? And trying to say, oh, you said that. I know what I said. I said this before the season, and I got every right to do that because y'all wasn't shit for 4 years, and Daniel Jones wasn't shit in New York. I got every right to do that. You know what I'm saying? Now that we see the what's on the plate, you know what I'm saying? They're playing well. Now you can say, oh yeah, you gotta give them their credit. You know what I mean? But you can't be sitting up here wanting to talk crazy, and nigga, you didn't even have your own team. That's like me saying, shit, yeah, we ain't making the playoffs this year. And then we come in there doing things. I'm gonna talk crazy to you, nigga. You said we weren't gonna make the playoffs, motherfucker. You did too. What we talking about? That's E. That he like to forget all of that shit though. Like he like to forget that shit. You feel me? But it is what it is though, man.
So so before we go, I'm thinking with the season about halfway through.
Yeah.
Who do you think is MVP right now? If you had to give one.
I have to go.
And the reason why I'm saying this because obviously we're talking about the Colts, and everyone probably will go and say D Jones, whoever you know what I'm saying, because they're the number 1 seed or whatnot.
Yeah.
So who would you have?
Give me Baker. Give me Jared Goff now too. You feel what I'm saying? Give me Jared Goff and that bitch, and give me motherfucking Jonathan Taylor, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? That nigga's running, he running all over shit. Yeah, they schedule soft, you know what I mean? All right, cool, you know what I mean? But shit, nigga, he running over shit, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna, you know what I mean? You're not gonna say, oh shit, he only get that because they played against sorry teams. You ain't gonna say that. You're gonna look at the yards, nigga, and be like, shit, hell yeah. You know what I mean? So I think he gotta be up there, bro. He running it, he catching it. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Jones is balling out too, you know what I mean? And I had Daniel Jones in my top 3, third for MVP last time we talked about that shit, you know what I mean? But I think, Jonathan Taylor, bro, he brings such a motherfucking balance to that team, you know what I mean, with running that football, and you got the not necessarily, well, Daniel Jones can move a little bit too. I'm not saying he's an RPO super threat, you feel what I'm saying? But Jonathan Taylor, bro, he in the end zone every week, 2 and 3 touchdowns, doing a hat trick, you know what I'm saying? Running all over the field, and he catching it as well when he got the ball in his hands, bro. You know, the way he rushing the football now, it looked like Saquon last year. You know what I mean? Just run now. We had a tougher schedule. Let's make that very clear. You feel me? I think we had like, top 5 schedule type shit last year. You know what I mean? So, but he running all over shit, man. So you got to put him in there too. I know they like to give it to the quarterbacks and all of that shit. You know, E saying MVP. I told E today they ain't gonna give it to him. Nigga, they ain't give it to Saquon. He rushed for 2,000. You feel me? They ain't give it to Chris McCaffrey. He rushed for over 1,800, nigga, and was catching it through the air 300-400 yards and had 21 touchdowns as a running back, nigga. As a running back, 21 touchdowns, nigga. That's abnormal. Running backs in there getting 21 touchdowns, man. You know what I'm saying? I said they ain't give it to him, so he not gonna get it. But he's definitely in the conversation for sure. There's no way Jonathan Taylor should not be in the conversation. At some point in time, somebody got to break this fucking curse, man. You got to stop doing it. It's a quarterback. You got to stop doing that shit. You got to stop doing that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I know they're just the most influential. That's why.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, bro. If this guy's playing better, he's the most valuable. What are we talking about? I don't care about that. He touches the ball every play. So what? You handing it. You touching it. You are. And you handing that motherfucker off. That's what you're doing. So why? Like, there's no way. Not saying you ain't passing it, but I'm saying, you running like that. What JT doing? Come on, dog. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, man. I mean, I don't know if I'm throwing, because if I think Matthew Stafford's playing at a high level.
All right.
I got Matthew Stafford playing at a high level. I think you got to put D Jones in there. I think, I don't care. Just if it's a one wonder season, it is what it is. I think D Jones got to be put up in there. And I think those would be, and you already know I have Baker in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have Baker in there. And I think they're going to throw in J Love, man. They're going to throw in J Love. You know what I'm saying? I think Taylor can be in there too. If you're going to give me a top 5 real quick.
I don't like doing top 5 because 4 and 5 don't even matter. You know this.
Well, the thing is
Unless you
with
say,
because it's
up
so
and down.
tight.
Yeah,
No
okay,
one's
okay, okay.
really
All right,
separating. No one's
all right.
really separating like that. You know what I mean? So
I just feel
those
like,
are the players I got. You know what I'm saying?
all right, hold on. Didn't I can't have Matt Stafford in there right now.
Why?
I mean, listen,
He's balling, bro.
he is, man. But I can't have you out here losing to the San Francisco 49ers and they got motherfucking everybody in a
Come
wheelchair.
on, bro. You
In a
can't do
wheelchair.
that. You can't
Come
do
on,
that.
dog. I mean,
You
come
can't do
on,
that.
man.
You
Come
can't do
on.
that. You can't do that.
Jordan.
You
Come
can't do
on,
that. You
Jordan.
can't do that.
Yes, I
You can't
can.
do that.
You
You can't.
beat up on Baltimore. They out there with the ICU unit. You know what I'm saying? Jacksonville, they beat their ass. You feel me? And you crawled out of Baltimore 17-3. I mean, you crawled up out of there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, I'm not saying he ain't playing good. We talking about MVP, nigga. MVP, nigga. You know what I mean? And having the
It
most
is what it
yards
is.
don't mean you MVP. I'm sorry, nigga.
He's
Yeah,
not just having. He's not just having the most yards though. It's not like he's up there in them stats, man.
he could
Don't
he
do
could
that.
be he could be up there, but he ain't top 3. Tell you that.
Nah, he's there for me, man. He's there for
All right,
me, man.
cool. Let's go to the
17
end.
TDs to 2 interceptions. That's pretty
Yeah,
damn good, brother.
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. All right, they can take this L with them, though. You know what I mean? In Philly. But anyway, let's transition to the W. I'm saying the W. Let's transition to the NBA, man, because last night the Los Angeles Lakers is without Luka Doncic, and we know they're going to be without LeBron James at least till mid-November. They had the Sacramento Kings last night in Sacramento, and Austin Reeves, oh man, went out there and dropped a career high 51 points and a 127-120 win over the Kings, and he brought in 11 rebounds at that and 9 assists. You know what I mean? I've been saying Austin Reeves' name since we got on the show. I watched him and loved him since his rookie year. He went from 7 points, 13 points, 16 to 20, and he's probably gonna have more this year. He got better with passing, he got better with rebounding, seeing the floor. I used to always be like, this motherfucker always missing a oop. This motherfucker always pick your head up, miss somebody down floor doing that D-Lo shit. I used to get on his head watching the game. I don't do that no more because he's seeing the floor well. He broke his assist record in the game last year with 14. He's seeing the floor well. He's distributing the basketball, and he has to also share the rock with once LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and was still shining like a fucking diamond. And then now he has to share the rock with Luka Doncic and LeBron James last year, and was still putting buckets on niggas, rebounding the ball and assisting. You feel what I'm saying? I love some Austin Reeves. Me and you had a little conversation earlier, said I take him over Tyler Hero now, and that's me basically saying there's nothing that whatever Tyler Hero can do that Austin Reeves cannot do. You need buckets, he will give it to you no matter who it is. You need assist, and he will rebound the basketball. You feel what I'm saying? When he got the ball in his hands, I can say when you see LeBron saying, "Go ahead," that's a comfort thing. I trust you. I believe in you. You feel? I believe that you could do this. When I put the ball at end of the game too, end of the game,
going in the playoffs.
End of the game. The man is in his 4th, 5th year, and he balled in the playoffs too. Don't do that because he balled in the playoffs. Yeah. Did he not? Did he not ball against the Memphis? Did not ball against Memphis? So,
Memphis?
So you about to critique Austin Reeves now? So now he got to. What are you expecting to be now? He got to be the superstar now. No, you do got.
I think Austin Reeves is a good player.
Okay, so let me. Okay, cool. So cool. All right, cool.
I think he's a good player. Yeah, I think
okay, cool. But like I said, there's nothing that Tyler Hero can do that Austin Reeves can't do. He's sharing the ball with Luka and LeBron. If he didn't have to share, we're looking at an all-star player. You know what I mean? And we're looking at somebody that's going to have even more higher numbers. You feel what I'm saying? How impressive was his performance? And can they sustain while Luka is out? And performance was very, very, very impressive. Nobody thinks Austin Reeves going to come out here and drop 50 piece and also give you 9 assists and give you 11 rebounds as well. That's doing it all right there. He ain't doing nothing but saying, Lakers, when his contract is up, you're going to have to pay me that bag, or guess what? Somebody else will. And as high as these California taxes is, I wouldn't mind cutting out. You feel what I'm saying? 51, 11, and 9 is good for anybody. You know what I mean? Shooting it from three, shooting it from mid-range, getting back in transition, distributing the ball, rebounding the basketball. You know what I mean? I give him an A+ performance. I have no complaints about his performance. Now, can they sustain this with Luka Doncic being out? Well, hell, we've been sitting here, looking at people's schedules and things like that during this football shit. Well, why not look at the Lakers schedule? Because I think Luka's going to be out for like what, a week or two, week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever the case may be. And hold on, I'm pulling it up right here, right now. Come on, man. I'm trying to find a Lakers schedule. I had the Lakers schedule up here, you know what I mean? But I guess I must have exited out of it. I'm not sure, but let me pull this up real quick because this schedule is huh? What'd you say?
That's what you want me to do it?
I got it right here. Here we go. And you see him just beat the brakes off the Timberwolves. Beat the brakes off the Timberwolves the other night. You know what I mean? Beat that ass. You feel what I'm saying? So we're looking at
Luka was that.
Luka was dog. Luka was getting money, but Austin Reeves wasn't doing that.
No, he was doing something, but he was definitely doing something. No doubt about that. Just Luka's.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, we already know that. We already know Luka that nigga. But 25, 11, and 7 tells me you. But 25, 11, and 7 tells me you doing damn good. He didn't just go along for no ride. 25, 11, and 7 ain't going along for no ride. I don't give a fuck who was doing what.
No, that ain't 100%. I just know that. I know that like if it was just Reeves, it'd be tough, because they got some good wing defenders in there. You have Anthony Edwards up on his ass.
Hold on, it was just Reeves against the Kings without Luka and LeBron.
I said Minnesota. I didn't say the Kings. The Kings have no Ellis, DeRozan, Levine. DeRozan and Levine don't defend.
Are they not a bet? Or was you gonna pick the Lakers to beat the Kings without Luka and LeBron?
No, I'm not. I'm just talking about his game. I'm just talking. This is what I'm talking about. If you can't agree with this, I don't know what you're talking about. If he's by himself,
clarify what you're saying. Clarify. He was by.
I said it very clear. All I said was if he was by himself against Minnesota, because Anthony Edwards can defend, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and we know it might be a bit different when you have the number one option player, the number one defender on you, rather than and the whole team scheming for you. You being like you're doing that through a whole duration of a season or duration of a time, rather than you just doing a couple of games. It's definitely different.
Okay, cool.
Is it different? Yes or no? Is it different? Yes or no?
It is different, and I'm with you on that. What about when they played the Celtics last year and AD and LeBron didn't play, and Austin Reeves went out there and balled out? Was he by himself then?
Was he?
Yeah.
That's fine.
He balled out. So that's a great defensive team, not a player, a team, and he balled the fuck out. Okay, so I want to hear that. Okay, so listen. So all I'm saying is I don't want to hear. If he was by himself against the Timberwolves, he was by himself when AD and LeBron didn't suit up, and everybody was saying.
Are you trying to put it off? Are you trying to give me a 1 or 2 game sample? Was that what you're trying to do?
Jordan,
I'm just asking.
Listen, I think I have a right to do that, considering he's not the player on the team, considering he is going to his 4th or 5th year, considering he was undrafted, and considering you see his growth from year 1 all the way to now. To go out there and do that last year against a Boston Celtic team who was filled with defenders and go out there and light their ass up and win the game without an AD and LeBron, or was this 2 years ago? So if this was 2 years ago, that's when he was in his 3rd year. So he's always shown the capabilities to go out there and be a baller, bro. I always said he hasn't shied away from any moment, whether it's game time, it doesn't matter. He hasn't shied away from no moment, and he shows up and he shows out. He balls out. I'm just saying, bro, like you got to give me some type of credit. You talking about a 1 or 2 moment? That's the moments that he had, and he capitalized on them. I can't help that AD and LeBron wasn't out for a whole bunch of time. I can't help that AD and Luka wasn't out for a whole bunch of time, and he didn't have the whole show to himself. I'm sorry, but the times that he did have the time to himself, the light to himself, he shined, and he shined bright like a diamond. Period. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
No, I mean if you're the type of nigga that do that, I'm not the type of. I'm not going to do a 1-2 game sample size.
Hey, bro, you got. That's the time that he had. So how many times have other niggas had, in Austin Reeves' position, had the light to themselves, and they go out there and shine like that? I just said it ain't his fault. Them guys has been out there playing.
So I mean, it's very simple for me. I mean, if you are the type to say that, a 1-2 game sample size, like obviously he's gonna have now. He's gonna have. I think he's gonna have like a week now. I think he's gonna have like a week, maybe 2 weeks, where he's gonna be by himself. And I think that's more of a. You're about to have 8-10 game sample size now of him. Now teams are focusing like, okay, we're out here. You're not gonna take the Lakers as a like, okay, this is a game they're coming over to Boston. I remember that game against Boston. They hit like, you guys hit like, I don't even know how many threes.
He was a part of. He was a part of that.
Yeah. No doubt about it. No, there's no doubt about it. No. Let me say what I have to say. You can say that this is for me. Me and you don't have to have the same opinion on some shit about that. If I'm saying like, if you're the type of nigga to say, okay, a 1 game sample size says that he can do what, then that's you.
I didn't say
we're about to.
I said that sample size lets me know he steps up in the moments when he needed to step up. Guys like Austin Reeves who get an opportunity like that, they do not perform like that. They don't perform like that, my nigga. They don't. And he did it in the times that he got it. And on top of that, he performs when niggas is out there, even if they struggling. Austin Reeves picks up slack too, nigga. Luka and LeBron ain't hot every night. They not. Come on, man. But he
was hot against Minnesota in the playoffs last year. Shut that shit down.
Say it again. Say it again.
I said they shut that shit down last year.
No, they didn't listen. As a Lake, they didn't play that well last year. They didn't play. That was the exit of Anthony Davis. Everything flipped. It's cool. They not the same team, and that's even more of a testament. They don't have an Anthony Davis. They got DeAndre Ayton out here. DeAndre Ayton, he probably was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he lays his head is his home. He ain't got no home. He can pass around like a prostitute, man.
So do you think they can sustain this thing?
Looking at but you had to respond to the bullshit you was fucking saying. It is. Looking at this schedule right now, they got the Blazers. They got the Blazers coming up next. They got
Portland,
the Blazers,
Minnesota, Memphis, Miami, Portland,
San
Antonio.
Of course. Yes, they can sustain it. Yes, they can sustain it. Yes, they can. I truly think they are. I truly think they can. I didn't hear OKC in there nowhere. I didn't hear Houston in there nowhere. I ain't hear New York. I ain't hear none of that. Only can go off of who they playing. You know what I'm saying? Can they sustain it through this stretch? And I believe they can.
You think they're gonna beat Portland?
Yep. Got them tonight.
Minnesota.
Got them tonight. If they lose to Minnesota, cool. We slapped their ass 21 what? I said 21 nothing. Slap their ass up. We can get them again.
They're gonna beat Memphis.
Yep. Might go undefeated on this stretch. Might go undefeated.
You flat out. All right. So is it you making those bet? You making those? Okay. If you think they're gonna beat them.
Hey,
right now you're on a high horse for whatever reason.
No. But real talk though, even if they do lose, that don't mean Reeves had to have you don't have to win every game to have a good game. You can lose a game and still have a flat out fire ass game. Let's make that very clear. You ain't gonna score every single bucket. You feel what I'm saying? But shit, I see what you're trying to do. I see it's all good though. You don't like AR. It's all right. It's all right.
I mean, I'm not. The AR is not my nigga, but he definitely. Yeah, listen, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like he's definitely has made strides and he's definitely has improved. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going off of a realistic not a realistic standpoint, like an actual basketball standpoint in terms of now when you're by yourself, it's a different level of what is it like you're gonna have the number, like everyone's gonna be concentrating on you. You know what I'm saying? So that's a different level of stress that you're gonna have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what the people are gonna be blitzing you. Like is he gonna be seeing that he's gonna be seeing this more because now they know, okay, Luka's not gonna be there. Now he's gonna have that for a good 2 weeks.
Bron,
And we gonna see.
hey, Bron,
Hold on.
when they do this, this is what you do.
Just because remember Braun's 6'8", so LeBron does things a bit different. You know what I mean?
Listen,
And Reeves is smaller. Like, can I talk? Let me talk. Let me go. Can I go? So anyway, so all that stuff, LeBron and Luka, they're bigger, they're stronger dudes. You know, I'm not saying that he still can't maneuver and do things, but all I'm saying is going to be a bit tougher for him, and it's going to be a good learning experience for him.
Yeah,
That's what this is about. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's the same thing what I say to the guys about Reed Shepherd that I speak on the in the chat with, and I'm like, the best experience is experience. The best experience is playing. Like if you get to play, you're able to go through those moments and go through those if people are trapping you, if people are doing whatever it is to you. So AR is going to be able to go through those moments and get valuable experience being a number one guy. You understand? Going against a number one, defender all the time now, getting double teamed, getting triple teamed, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Because big teams know Lakers aren't like the greatest shooting team. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting to see all of these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be a good one to see. Okay, I want to see Drew Holiday up on Austin Reeves. How's that going to go? You know what I'm saying? If they throw a Grant on him or whoever it may be, like it's going to be interesting how they they attack him. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be because it's different when you go playing with, a Luka and LeBron, you know what I'm saying, where they're usually getting the attention, you know what I'm saying? And then you're the third guy and still you got to go get in there and get the buckets, you know what I'm saying? So no doubt about that, you know what I'm saying? But now it's going to be a totally different thing. I don't think they can sustain that, because if we were out here talking about they were going to be a 4-16, because we spoke about this before that. We spoke about they were going to be a 4-16 for the 2 weeks without LeBron or whatever. Remember, in the beginning of the season, we said they're probably going to go 4-6.
Who said that?
Now we did.
We us.
Yeah, we did. So we went there and we said, yeah. Too much weed. But anyway.
No, I don't remember saying that, Playboy.
Yeah, we did say that. We did say that. No, we did.
Pull it up and show me.
Okay, well, I'm gonna remind you right now, because I don't know why. Sometimes you can just say, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I remember doing that. That's wrong. If you really forget, and you really forget. But we were sitting here saying, because LeBron was out, and you were saying, how are they gonna start the beginning of the season? Remember we said this, and then we were like, they're probably gonna go 4-6. Like, if I was like, we're gonna have at least a 500 ball club. That's what you kind of wanted. And you forgot us talking about that, and then we definitely didn't say that they were going to be over 500.
Hey, listen,
if we're trying to tell me that if you take Luka Doncic as one of the best offensive players we've ever seen in this game, and he's off, and there's no LeBron, it's just AR. I can't see them going out here and winning 1, 2, 3 games in a row against that.
I'm sorry,
it's going to be tough.
4-6 with these first 10 games. I absolutely don't think I said that at all whatsoever. No, sorry. Not me. Sorry. I know I said I have high expectations for the Lakers, like championship or stuff like that. I said this is basically the same team from last year, and you don't have Anthony Davis as well. The championship hopes that probably have went out the window. I know I said that, but I didn't say nothing about no goddamn 4-6.
So what do you think you said?
Not no damn 4-6. I don't even remember talking.
What do you think? Yeah, we talked about that. Like, we definitely 100% spoke about this.
Listen, but here I'm saying. You tell me what I think I said. I don't even remember saying that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember having this? Do you remember having a conversation about? Because remember, LeBron was not going to play, and we had a conversation on what do you think the start of the season is going to be like. You remember this conversation?
Could they get off to a hot start? I think I said a hot start is like 7-3 type shit like that. I didn't say nothing about no 4-6.
So then, okay, so 4-6.
You said a 500 ball club.
Yeah, so if it's 500, 4-6, that's 1 or 2 games. So do you think that if they're not getting to a hot start, that means they're going to be a what then? Clearly, if there's not a 7-3 start, because that'd be a hot start. So that means it's going to be like a 500 ball club.
I'm counting 6-7 wins right here, right now.
Okay, right so now. Then if you're trying to tell me that if you said there weren't going to be a hot, so that means if you're saying 6-7 wins, right? So that means you would think that they're going to go 1 loss, 2 wins, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins, let's say. Out of how many of those games?
Portland, Minnesota, Memphis, Miami, Portland. They can get them dubs, man. And that was with, you know what I'm saying? And listen, Jordan, so with Austin Reeves, Luka, they couldn't beat Portland. They already beat Minnesota. They can't beat Memphis, Miami, Portland again.
So the thing is, you see, in the Minnesota game, you thought because clearly last year they slapped them up last year, right?
I thought
So
that
you would have been like, that would have been. Wait, finish. So Golden State, you would have said you said we were probably winning that game.
I said y'all was going to win that game.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say probably. I said y'all are going to win that game.
Okay, and then if you go against Minnesota, you would think because Minnesota slapped that ass last year,
Mhm.
Minnesota's probably gonna win that game. So that's going off to a bad start. Then they'd probably lose against them again. Then you probably lose against them again and away. So then that'd be 3 losses out of the 5 wins already.
Keep
So
going.
2 and 3.
Keep going.
So then you have Memphis, Miami, and Portland, and the other. So Memphis, Miami, and Portland is the next group.
5 and 3.
So then if you go to Portland again, that'll be 6 and 3. So then that means that'd be going off to a hot start. Why would you not say it wouldn't be a hot start then?
I said, all right. So if you call that hot, I think hot. That ain't hot. 6 out of 10 ain't hot.
And then you go San Antonio, 7 and 3.
You warm.
So are you? So would you? Come on, big boy, you're doing the most crazy, right?
Jordan, 6 wins. 6. So let me ask you a question. 60% is hot. 6 out of 10 games.
Did you think they would have beat Wemby as well?
Huh?
Did you think they would have beat Wemby as well? If you think they would have beat Minnesota, that's a 7 and 3 start. That's a hot start, brother.
So all right, so look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you got Atlanta. You got Atlanta out there. Oh, that's
an 8 and 3 start. Big Mike, that was a hot start. Then that's another up. So then you was talking shit before that. That would be a hot start. Yo, get out of here, bud.
But hold on. But now you said we can get off to a hot start. But you said it's gonna be 5 and 5.
And I still think it's gonna be a 5 and 5.
You said I said 4 and 6. I never said 4 and 6.
No. What I'm saying is, okay, 4 and 6 and 5 and 5 is not far off, my brother.
I never said 5 and 5. I said 6 and 4. And I said that's
you're saying
not
that right now.
No,
you're
I
saying
said
that right now.
All right, bro.
Oh, so now you remember. Oh, shoot. Now you remember.
I remember now.
Oh, okay.
Now I remember now. 6 and 4 is what I said. I remember now.
That's crazy.
I remember now.
That's crazy work.
Are you done?
That's crazy work. That's crazy work. This nigga doesn't know what he's here.
Portland, Dub, Minnesota. AR going. Nah, he might not show out on that. They might lose that game with it. Just AR. Memphis, Dub, Miami, Dub, Portland, Dub. Count them up.
This nigga is having a lot.
Count them up. Hey man, let's go stick with the NBA, man. The Philadelphia 76ers, my Philadelphia 76ers, you know what I mean? Start off to a 2-0 start. I know it's only 2 games.
Damn, did I really get to say anything about the Lakers? But yeah, all right.
Huh? Were you doing so much? Yeah, who? I'm sorry. You wanna backtrack? You worry about what I'm saying so much that you forgot what you had to say, nigga. Or what? Are they gonna sustain it? Yes or no? You just went through the schedule.
No, I do not think they're going to sustain
it. You already said that they weren't going to sustain it.
I don't think they're going to sustain it, but I do think that his performance against the Kings was a great performance, man. You know what I'm saying? I think, especially right now, you have a bunch of players that are hooking at the moment. You know what I'm saying? People are dropping 50s and 45s, and you know what I'm saying? The league is just people are scoring, getting buckets.
More talented.
You know what I mean? So that was I don't think anyone should discredit someone dropping 50. I think dropping 50 is just it's a really hard thing to do. So no one should be discrediting Austin Reeves. So it's going to be an important stretch for him to see if he can sustain and be the number one option for a team, and see if he can be efficient while doing it. You know what I mean? That's going to be the important thing through this 2-week stretch of him by himself. And the Lakers, but I don't think it'll be enough, man, because the Lakers just don't have enough. I don't think the Lakers have enough, man.
Yeah.
In my opinion, especially if you take away Luka Doncic now, it's gonna be a tough one, man.
Has Tyler
be a tough one?
All right, so you don't think they can sustain it? All right, cool. Has Tyler Hero ever had 50 plus? I'm asking a simple question.
You probably just looked that up, but no,
I'm not.
He had 40 something, and I can easily talk about. I think Tyler Hero for sure he's been, I guess he's been the number one option for his team. I'm not to
Huh?
discredit, yeah. Last year he was the number one option for his team. I don't discredit whatchamacallit, Austin Reeves or anything like that, but 100%, I think they have similar games. I think that what Tyler Hero does a bit more. I think Tyler moves. He's off the ball a bit more. I think that's something that he also. I'm not too sure how much AR is off the ball like that, but Tyler Hero, he is like off the ball movement. Like he does do that, and he's on the ball. Like he has to do quite a bit of everything because he's like their main. He's their main their main threat on offense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
Go ahead.
but so it's a different type of, and one has two of the greatest players in their positions, and they're, almost damn near all time. What's his name doesn't have that. He had Jimmy Buckets. But even last year, he didn't have Jimmy Butler was kind of on the down year until he came to the Warriors. So yeah, it's interesting to see. So I will see if Austin Reeves can continue and get an All-Star nod and
Yeah.
continue
He's
to
not gonna
make
get an
progress.
all-star. He's not gonna get an all-star now. He got Luke and LeBron on the squad. If he was a number one option, or he was the second option like that, yeah. I think he now
Maybe,
maybe not
maybe.
3 years ago, but the way he played now, absolutely. I believe so. And yeah, he is playing with two of the greatest players, but he ain't just going
Maybe.
off the ride. He ain't going off. He ain't just. Hey, yeah, can I get some of that too? Nah, he bringing some shit to the table too. He bringing shit to the table too.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for him to be an all-star because even if even if he does well, it's going to go to a Luka, and then
Yeah,
LeBron's going to be in there too. But
yeah, yeah.
I don't think he's going to have the opportunity to become an all-star because you even seen people like a Trae Young can average 30 a game, and they're not making the playoffs, bro. I
Yeah,
mean, they're not making all-star teams
yeah, I
sometimes.
think that
You
play
know
a
what I mean?
part.
So
You know what I mean? That record sometime. But hey, it is what it is, though. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Let's listen.
yeah.
Like I said, let's go to my Philadelphia 76ers, man. Are you impressed with the way the 76ers have started the season? Like I said, I know it's only 2 games and shit like that. I'm not out here, oh, we gonna do. I ain't saying that. You know what I mean? But I am impressed. We was 0-2 to start last year. Then 1-2, then 2-6, 2-7, 2-12, all of that type of shit. And got 3 wins against Rudy Poo ass teams. You know what I mean? So to start off 2-0 for us is a sign. It's a much better sign than last year. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. VJ Edgecombe is the future of the Philadelphia 76ers. Yeah. He liked that. I said already before the season start, he reminds me of a young Jimmy Butler. Defender, he will play defense. He moves without the ball. Get out in transition. He attacks the rim. His jumper is not the best right now, but he will get better at that. You feel what I'm saying? Active, athletic, ain't backing down from nobody, wants to win, plays hard, and I think he's gonna be one of them guys that's healthy for us and always gonna be on it. Like when if you look on their schedule and he coming to your town and you a fan, you can say, I'm getting some tickets because he gonna be there. He looked like you know what I mean? He just got that. He just got it about it. I ain't saying you can't get hurt. I ain't saying that. But just looking at him, his body, his athleticism and shit like that, he the future of our team. Him and Tyrese Maxey gonna do great things together. You know what I mean? And I don't know, hopefully Joel Embiid could be around for it. You know what I mean? But I think if it came down to a point to where Joel Embiid got injured again and was out for an extended period of time again, you know what I mean? I think the Sixers is going to be like, you know what? We've kind of had enough of it. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll, I don't know, trade him or let him go free agent. I don't know, whatever the case may be. But this is somebody that you could build around, though. Him, Max, you know what I mean? Get another big man that can stretch the floor. We can get some other athletic guys that can that can basically do everything that he does, that can present problems for other teams. We can have a perimeter of defenders, have a perimeter of guys that can shoot, guys that can get to the rim, guys that can get out in transition, make the pass. You feel what I'm saying? That guy, VJ Edgecombe, he got what it takes to be a really, really, really great player, really good player in the NBA. And shit, I'm impressed with how they look, you know what I mean? Starting off 2-0, you know what I mean? I'm just glad, it ain't been nothing, no catastrophic injuries yet. I'm glad we're looking like I said before, let's get through a healthy season. At least come out here and let's show some promise. You know what I'm saying? So Joel Embiid didn't have a promising game the first game back. That's cool. You know what I mean? I told you I'm a desperate fan. I don't want to see you having to get back into it. Obviously, that ain't realistic. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I ain't want to see it because I'm always got to see it. But I'm glad he put up 20 the next game. You know what I mean? So hopefully we can build off that shit and continue to keep getting better. But I'm glad with the way we look right now. And I know we can get better though. So that's where I'm at with that, boy.
Yeah, I mean, 2-0. I mean, it's
got the Magic tonight.
early.
Yeah.
It's bright and early.
Can I cut you off? Can I cut you off? Can I cut you off?
What?
I know it's bright and early, bro. I know. But boy, you know last season, it never got bright. It never got bright. It was dark from game one. Pitch black. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's always great to get off to a great start, right? 2-0. You love that. Doesn't matter who you play. I mean, we know the Celtics is not really hitting on nothing. You know what I'm saying, for this season. And then the Hornets. I think the Hornets is an iffy one. I think they're a team that maybe can get into that 8, 9, 7, 6 range. You know what I'm saying? I think they can. The Hornets. So I think that was a good win. I think seeing your young stars, you have Tyrese Maxey, who's obviously the star of the team now. You know what I'm saying? You have your rookie. I think you have also your role players out there, the Kelly Oubres, the Drummonds, is it Grimes? Is it Grimes?
Quentin Grimes, yeah.
Is it Quentin Grimes? Yeah.
Quentin Grimes, yeah.
You have your role players out there. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be interesting to see how if the rookie can maintain. I think Tyrese Maxey is going to maintain his level of play. I think he's proven and shown that he can do that. But in winning basketball, that's going to be the important thing. That's we can be able to do that and win basketball games. You know what I'm saying? So, but I like how they're playing, man. They get out there rugged. You know what I'm saying? They're playing all 42. They're playing all 48 minutes.
Yeah.
They ain't. Yeah. And I think that's a better thing to see, that they're playing all 48 minutes, bro. You know what I'm saying? They get after it.
Yeah.
I think that's something happy that y'all should be happy about. I mean,
yeah.
I watched the Hornets game, so I got to see, I think I watched pretty much most of that Hornets game. So it's a great game.
Close game.
Really, yeah, close game. Love that. But I don't think y'all can. I don't think you're gonna be at the top of the table. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. I think y'all are gonna drop, but it's exciting to see. You know what I'm saying? Especially your young boys.
Where do we gonna be at?
And I think you're gonna be in that same range with the Hornets.
Where's that?
Playing area.
I think it depends on how much Joel Embiid play. And like I said, I don't know. You know what? What I'm about to start doing is going. Without him, we don't have Joel Embiid. I'm going about our season like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't assume we're gonna play every game. I can't do that. So I'm going into every game as if we don't have him. So you're right. We might be right, 8, 9. Yeah, I mean, I think that's maybe we can get into 7, 6. Who knows? You know what I mean? But because you got, like you said, you got Boston. They ain't got Tatum. Pacers still gonna be good, even though they ain't got Halliburton. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean,
they're gonna be good, but I don't think they're gonna be hitting on that much.
No, I mean,
right now.
They're not gonna look like last year. I'm just saying, but they still a good team. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you right now, they're not. Benedict Mathurin's out. Nembhard's out.
Everyone's out. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, nigga, with them there. That's what I mean. With them on this floor, without a Tyrese Halliburton, with those guys on the floor, they still a good team, bro. They still a good team. You ain't about to go out there and overlook no motherfucking Pacers just because they ain't got Tyrese Halliburton. If all them guys is on the floor and TJ McConnell will be back too, shit. Yeah, right. That's pushing the pace, all of that. He on the floor. They getting out. You know what I mean? They're a gritty, grimy team, bro. With everybody on the floor except Tyrese Halliburton, they can still be a good team. You don't think they'd be good? even without
It's not that no, I don't think they're gonna be. I don't. It's not. I think they're gonna be below 500 this year, man.
no playoffs.
Or they get the thing is it's so stupid because they're playing, and it's
Yeah,
just one game. So
yeah.
I don't like it can happen because they do play hard and all
If
that.
it was
But
just 8 teams, you don't think they're getting in there at all?
yeah, like too many injuries too early. Too
All
many
right,
injuries too early. So
all right.
they gonna go off. They gonna start off terrible. Now that Benedict gone and
That's
freaking
that's
Nimhard's gone.
yeah. That is a lot. But you know, let me tell you, it's crazy. People that know me, you know what I mean. Know I'm Sixers and shit. Like my brother-in-law, and then when I was talking about, well, Joel Embiid is out, or this guy's out. Oh, that's excuses. I said that's excuses. What the fuck is you talking about? And guess what he's saying now, Jordan? Well, we don't have Tyrese Halliburton. Well, what do you know? I'm supposed to give you some motherfucking sympathy, bitch ass nigga. No, how about you be realistic, you stupid motherfucker? How about you be realistic and quit lying to your fucking self? I'm not giving nobody no sympathy who didn't give me no sympathy when my nigga and my guys were out. And now that Tyrese Halliburton is out and Benedict Mathurin is out, I don't want to hear shit. Not from them niggas. And they know who the fuck they are. So here, eat a fucking dick. You're trash, nigga. If that's what it comes down to, it's excuses. You're trash. So it is what it is, man. You good though? You got anything else on your mind, dog? We better get up out of here, man.
Nah. That's who you got for tonight. You got Kansas City.
Come on, man. Kansas City covering the spread, nigga. Spread 11.5. Spread. If Kansas City doesn't go out there and cover the spread, I know something. Because when is Marcus Mariota about to go out there and light some shit up?
Maybe.
Oh man, let me tell you something. If they go out there and get lit up by Marcus Mariota and win that game, or even they shouldn't even cover the spread, bro. They they should get slapped out here. Period.
Betting shit going on. We don't know what's gonna happen.
You don't know what's gonna happen. You never know what's gonna happen. But come on, dog. Realistically, they should cover the spread. I know they better get a dub. I know that because I got a ticket with the spread and one without. You know what I'm saying? So like I said,
We got to talk about this. I mean, tomorrow, or a few days from now, we're gonna have to talk about this.
Bro, it's the gambling shit.
Scandal, man. It's crazy,
bro. It's simple. They're addicted. They're addicted. You a fucking millionaire. Why you got illegal or rigged poker games, nigga? For what? Why you telling people you're addicted to betting? That's what it comes down to, bro. If I had listen to me. If I had millions of dollars, guess what? I'ma still be betting. You know what? That's what I've been doing. You think they just started betting? Them niggas probably grew up shooting dice, playing cards, all that shit, bro. We grew up playing dice, shooting dice, playing cards. We betting now. We on FanDuel, nigga. We get it in, man. They're addicted to gambling, bro. And it's even worse for them because they're millionaires. And you got it rigged. You got rigged shit going on. And the thing is, why don't you just gamble in another sport, nigga? Is basketball the only sport you know? You don't know football? You don't know baseball? Damn, you willing to let that sink in. You willing to risk your future, your family. You getting millions. And you willing to risk that shit by betting on the same sport that you play knowing it's illegal? Nigga, you are addicted. It's like crack to these niggas, man. And listen, with the more money you got, Jordan, the less teams you could bet on. You could drop 10,000 on 5 teams and walk out with 100,000. That's how addictive this shit is. Especially when you got money already. Them niggas, it's an addiction. I don't know how they gonna get to the bottom of it. I don't know, but if you willing to risk it all, nigga, bro, I'm not putting my house up for motherfucking, you know what I mean? I'm not doing that. I'm not missing, you know what I mean? I'm not just gonna say fuck that bill and go take it to the motherfucking and put it on FanDuel, nigga.
These niggas are doing poker games, bro.
Yeah.
Chauncey Billups is on the poker game shit.
Yes.
You know, what's his name is on the match fixing.
Yes.
And betting, like doing like It's not like saying you're gonna win a game bet. It's more like put me what Terry Rozier is doing and shit. Like
Yeah,
saying, okay, put me for the under. I'm gonna fake an
yeah.
injury or some shit.
Listen, it's gambling.
That's crazy,
It's
bro.
gambling. It's an addiction, bro. Put me on the under. You know what that means? I'm gonna check myself out the game. I'm gonna miss this shot. I'm gonna miss that shot. Yeah. I'm Terry Rozier. I'm getting $26 million a year. I ain't gonna make every shot. Like, can take me out. Cha-ching. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy, bro.
It's an addiction, bro. There ain't no other way around it, bro. That's it. And them niggas gonna have to. It's fucked up now. You done fucked it up. You done fucked the bag up now.
Nah, they
They will
did,
not
man.
be-
For
bro,
Chauncey Billups, bro.
then they-
You can't do it, bro.
What's the dude from the Toronto Raptors? When he with the Raptors, they banned that one.
Michael Porter Jr.'s brother.
You think Chauncey gonna be a coach again?
Hell no.
You think Terry Rozier gonna that shit over with? It's a wrap. It is what it is, man. It's an
Crazy
addiction.
because all these
You don't be betting, so you don't understand. You don't be betting. You're in a gambling man. You know what I mean? So you don't really understand. You know what I mean? Not saying you don't understand, but well, you really don't. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's an addiction, bro.
No. I mean, I've been around it, so it's not that I
Yeah.
have been around it, so I got
No.
to see firsthand
listen.
how people react,
Yeah.
how people do things.
Exactly.
I got to see all that, and
But-
at a high level too, because in
No.
Singapore, bro,
I'm with
the
you.
thing in Singapore is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Listen.
the first off, the casino's crazy. People go in there and be doing that type of gambling.
Yeah.
Then people doing the match fixing. I've seen
Yeah.
people that have done it. People have approached me about doing
Yes.
it. So I know the whole, a bit of that. To be fair,
I'm with you, but it's different when you in it. We come from the ghetto, nigga. We seeing niggas cracked out and heroined out, motherfucker leaning forward on the bus stop like he doing the Michael Jackson Smooth Criminal. Nigga, he sleep, hunched over, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I see it and I get it, but I ain't in it. I ain't shooting it up to really know to get the real addiction feel. You would have to if you started gambling and you was winning some money too. It's all a self-control thing, bro. And they ain't got self-control, considering they already millionaires, nigga. And you doing it on the sport that you know you can't do it on. You know you can't do it on basketball. You play it, motherfucker. Baseball, football out here. Why not do it on that? But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. So listen, man. We're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Make sure y'all go ahead and watch that Chiefs versus Commanders game tonight. And hopefully the Commanders, go ahead and fold and the Chiefs go out there and beat their ass and they cover the spread. There's more money when you cover that spread. You understand? So
go out there and watch. Golden State versus Memphis.
Go out there and watch.
Versus Portland.
Go out there and watch the World Game 3 of the World Series. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and watch the Game 3 of the World. What you doing all that for?
Toronto, baby. What we talking about?
Now the Blue Jays, you jumping up and down. Shut your ass up, man. I ain't never heard you root for a Toronto team in your life.
Listen, I'm not.
Hey, so City,
I'm not a Toronto Raptors fan. I'm not a Toronto Raptors fan at all.
Yeah.
So you will never see me. You never hear me go crazy when Toronto.
Are you a Blue Jays fan?
The thing is, I'm not an MLB fan. You know
All
what I
right.
mean? But like, if Toronto's winning, then I'll be like, of course. Like,
Sure.
you know what I'm saying?
All
But
right. All right.
I'm a Shohei Ohtani guy.
Okay.
I like it.
All right. Yeah.
You
He
know?
didn't cost me. Boy, that boy, he go all them games without getting a hit. You boy. Woo, don't get me started on him. Don't get me started.
He's doing well. He's doing well right now.
Facts. He's doing well. But in all them games, I didn't put you down because I put my trust in Shohei Ohtani, Jordan. I put my trust in him. I put my trust in this fucking man that they got him. That motherfucker signed over $700 million. $700 million.
He's worth it. They made that money back.
I'm pretty sure, man. It's California, and plus he got a whole country, that's going to watch him. I'm pretty sure they made it back within the first year or two. You feel me? I'm pretty sure they did with all them games as well. But man, that's my point. I put my trust in him for about 5-6 games in a row. He didn't get shit for me.
He was struggling.
He was. But my nigga Mookie
came in and he came out firing 3 in a row, 3 homers and 10 Ks, bro.
Hey, listen, as great as you are, it was about fucking time. Because I've been putting my money on this nigga, man. My my guy Mookie looked out for your boy. My boy Teoscar Hernandez looked out for your boy. Kiki Hernandez, Edmund, they looked out for your boy. They looked out for your boy. But it's that one number 17 that said, not you, Big Mike.
And he's goated, though. He's still goated.
Not you. Hey, he better get goated on the motherfucking ticket. He better have a hit. He better have a hit for me tonight. He better have one for me tonight. I know that much.
He got one last game. And he got a home run.
This is a new game. Have one for I didn't have him on my ticket. I didn't have that worry of him not hitting shit last game. But watch him come out with some bullshit tonight now that I got him on my shit. Feel me? So listen, man, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. That's our show for the day, and we gone.